Hi everyone. Today we will have a look at my Hotel California patch on the Boss SY1000. Now this synthesizer is a beast. Okay, so I'm not doing a detailed review here, but just to give you an idea, I have owned some other synths in the past from Boss itself, which includes the GR20 and then the GP10, which was not a synthesizer, but it had some capabilities of alternate tunings, and then my most favorite, the GR55. And then this SY1000 came out, and this has blown me away completely for the tones. Okay, it is different from the GR55 that this doesn't have the PCM synth sounds that the GR55 had. Okay, but it has some real great analog synth sounds, and you can use them and tweak them to your liking to get some wonderful sounds, right from a sitar to your flute and anything in between, strings, of course, pads, and so on and so forth. But today, I'm going to focus more on a patch that I created for Hotel California. And this patch is a little unique in the way that, you can play it without a capo. You can play the entire song without a capo. Just to describe the situation that I frequently get into is whenever I'm requested or whenever we perform Hotel California live, I am the only guitarist, the lead guitarist who's supposed to do most of the things. And I have to, kind of play the intro, the acoustic version intro that was played on a nylon string in Hotel California, Hell Freezes Over album, and then get to the main rhythm part in terms of the arpeggios on a phased electric guitar, and end it with an outro solo, the famous iconic solo of Hotel California. So, it's three different types of guitars that I'm supposed to use. Okay, and the first is the nylon string, and then we have the arpeggios on an electric with a phaser, and a 12 string, of course. A 12 string electric is very important here. And then the outro solo is a standard electric solo with some overdrive. So all those parts I'm able to achieve using this single patch that I have made here. Okay, so ignore the title which says Hotel Cali A minor. It's currently have programmed it to be played in the original key of D minor. Okay, and what I have done here is, we will move to the sound demo definitely, but what I have done here is I'll just take you to the instrument section, or the effects section rather. So in the effects section, as you can see, I'm not sure, I'll try to zoom in. Okay, so this processor has the capability to have, three different instruments at any given point of time. Okay, so the first one is the instrument 1, instrument 2, and then the instrument 3. This is the normal input of a normal guitar, so you need not use a GK3 pickup or a GK3 cable here if you were to use the normal input. But for now, let's ignore the normal input, because for this patch, for the alternate tunings to work, and for the synth, mainly for the alternate tunings and the guitar modeling to work, you need to have a guitar equipped with GK3 pickup or with a GK3 installed, and then through a GKC cable. As you can see here, I'll try to show you. So this is the GK cable that I have, and that is what you need to use to play this patch. Okay, so my instrument 1 here is a nylon string. The instrument 2 is the electric 12 string, and the instrument 3 here is the normal electric with a distorted kind of a solo, right? So I'll just quickly take you to my instruments settings. So here, the first instrument, as I mentioned, is the modeled nylon string guitar. So if I click on edit and show you, so as you can see, there are a few settings that you have to do. So here, as you can see, the guitar type. All right, I'm not sure if this is visible. Yeah, there you go. Here, as you can see, this is the nylon string guitar with the body settings and the volume and tone and everything. So this is what I have got for the nylon string. Okay, and that doesn't go through any amp. I have not used any amp here, but we could very well use some subtle amp such as a natural or a transparent amp. It's as simple as that. Then I have my electric guitar with the 12 string. Here I'll just hit on edit. There you go. So we'll just look at the guitar settings. So the model I'm using here is a classic Stratocaster. As you can see here, classic ST, which is the classic Strat. Then you have the pickup selected as the front pickup, and then you have some other settings. Okay, then I'll take you to the amp. So the amp that I'm using here is a natural amp. As you can see, it is on, okay, with the gain normally at 50 and the gain switch on middle level at 70 and so on and so forth. So these are the settings here that you can see. Okay, these are the different settings that you can do. So speaker type, microphones, mic distance, mic positions, all sorts of crazy. You can go bonkers with all the options that are available here. Okay, so that is it. And then the most important part here is the alternate tuning switch, because now we are trying to simulate a 12-string guitar, right? So we need to use the alternate tuning switch here, which is on at this point of time. Okay, as you can see, right? And then here this switch is on and it's a +7 step. So what that means here is the guitar, when you hold the E minor chord in an open position, open shape, you will be playing a B minor chord. I have transposed it 7 steps ahead. Your open E minor will sound like an open B minor itself, and that's what we want, because we don't want to use a capo and still be able to play the nice clean open arpeggios, right? I'm just taking to the next screen. So next screen for this guitar here is, it's the same guitar, okay? You can see the 12-string switch is on here. Okay, so what I have done here is I've converted the normal 6-string to a 12-string with this modeling itself. So in the same guitar patch, I have this electric, which can sound like a 6-string as well as a 12-string with an alternate tuning of +7 steps. Now if I were to play this in an A minor key, okay, so then this +7, I will have to just change it to +5. So something like this. You just turn this knob and it goes to +5. There you can see. So that will take it to A minor. But currently I leave it here itself on the original key. And then I'll just exit. And then the third and the last guitar setting that I have here is a bright hum. Okay, so that is the kind of guitar model that I have selected. Okay, so I found this nice punchy and crunchy as well. So bright hum guitar, as you can see, it has a front pickup selected. And then let's look at the amp. Okay, so amp is a X high gain. I love these X amps from Boss that they have in these GT1000 and the SY1000 units. Superb, very responsive amp models and beautiful. Okay, I will post the detailed settings later on. Okay, so that's it on these 3 guitar types that I have, and very simple. So as you can see, this is the view. Now how I use it live. Okay, so I use this processor in this sort of a mode. Okay, and what you can see here is these are the 3 instruments that we just saw. They have been set up here, and the way I have configured my foot switches is the patch one, this bank switch. Okay, I have put these mushroom caps on it. Okay, so the bank switch here, it'll turn this instrument 1 on. So if I press this, okay, I'm just trying to press it, there you go. Now you can see instrument 1 has become white, which means it has been selected. Okay, put this off, it's gone. Now this bank switch will turn on the second instrument. There you go. So that's my 12-string electric guitar for the arpeggios, which is transposed 7 steps above. Off, and then this third switch here, when I press this, it turns on instrument 3, which is the electric guitar for the solo. That's it, as simple as that. Okay, and then I have these 2 standard switches configured to a plus level, a 20 dB boost, and lowering the boost by 20 dB sort of a thing. So +20 and -20. I really find these very useful, especially if the sound guy kind of messes up with the sound and you kind of struggle to hear yourself. Sometimes it happens. Okay, then just hitting this switch takes me 20 steps above. Or if you can even as well set this to 10 and -10 dBs as well. Okay, so that's it. It's a very simple patch but very effective. And one more thing, just wish to tell you about the instruments. Okay, again, these instruments, while I have used all these 3 for different electric guitar or acoustic guitar combinations, and you of course have the normal standard acoustic also models within this, you can very well use this to have synthesizers. Okay, so you have a total of 3 instruments and you can play around with those. So maybe if you want to make use of synths, you can have 2 guitars and then 1 synth, or there are some patches that I've done. So I have this on an acoustic guitar. This is the electric guitar, and then this sometimes is also the bass guitar. And now let's move on to the audio demo of the patch, and let me know how you like it. If you want the patch, feel free to drop a comment with your email IDs. I'll try to share the patch and send it across to you.